It
was good. Welcome, everyone, to the Hardin Local Weekly Podcast. I'm Rachel Branningham, and we are so glad you're here with us today. I have missed all of you guys so much. I'm sorry I wasn't here the past 2 weeks. Family matters and sickness, but we are back, and I'm so excited to be here with you all again. We have a great show lined up. So John O'Brien has your full Hardin County events guide for the week. We have a special pre-recorded segment with Kevin Jaggers talking about Boot Barn's grand opening this weekend. I've got your housing market update. Nate Bryan left us with business news before he headed out on vacation. We may even have an experienced eater segment. We'll see how it all comes together. But first, I'd like to introduce you to my amazing co-hosts. Phil Tall, he is the founder of Hardin Local. We've got Scott Lucas, my co-host. We've got John O'Brien, who covers all the events and what's happening in Hardin County. And we've got Britton. Michelle will be joining him most likely, our experienced eaters. And Michelle owns the Red Brick Cottage. And I am Rachel Branningham, your host, and your Hardin County housing market update. I don't know why I always stumble over that, but that's who I am. And of course, you're missing Nate Bryan. He is out this week. He is on a well-deserved cruise. We are all jealous, but he made sure not to leave us empty-handed. He recorded his business updates before he left, so he has not completely abandoned us. So we'll have those today to share. Before we get rolling, let's make sure you all know how to stay connected with us. Hardin Local is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. So if you listen to any of these on those specific platforms, please follow us. And if you have a friend or family member who does, please invite them to follow along. You can find all the links that we discuss in today's episode or in any of our past episodes. They're all available on hardinlocal.com. That's your one stop for everything Hardin Local. Follow us on LinkedIn, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you're watching right now on Facebook, go ahead and hit that follow button. Drop your comments, questions, events, or business tips in the chat. We love hearing from you, and we'll check them throughout the show. And Phil, he does a great job of bringing them up on the screen. So make you guys a little famous while we go. And of course, if you don't mind, hit the share button so that your friends, family, neighbors, and anyone who loves Hardin County as much as we do can follow along and join us. And if you've got shout outs, personal or business, drop them in the comments. We'll read those at the end of the show. And then hosts, start thinking about your shout outs as well. All right. I want to give a shout out to this week's episode sponsor, our friends over at Heartland Mini Golf. So this happens to be one of my boys' very favorite places in Hardin County. I'm so excited as the weather starts to improve. We will be regulars there. So they are opening for the 2026 season this Friday. I am so excited. March 6th, and we genuinely love this place. So mini golf, rooftop bar, food truck, game yard. Some of my very favorite memories of the past couple of years have happened at this location. It's right off I-65 at 1030 Executive Drive in Elizabethtown. We'll spend a little more time on everything they've got going on in just a moment, but go follow their page. Do me a favor. They are a locally owned business. My brother was part of the construction team over there. I mean, it is the coolest spot to go hang with kids, friends, family members. So we'll talk a little bit more, and you need to include them in your plans for this weekend. All right, a couple quick things before we dive in. We have 2 recorded video segments rolling today. We sat down on Friday with Kevin Jaggers to talk about the Boot Barn grand opening this weekend, and Nate recorded his business update before heading out. We'll roll those out at the right moments. Just a heads up that you'll see some Friday footage mixed in with today's live show. Does anybody in our audience have a special announcement? Once again, make sure to drop it in the comments. Phil, Scott, John, anything you guys, Britt, anything you guys would like to shout out real quick?
Yeah, I do want to shout out this great hoodie that I was given to wear on the show today by Stu Sullivan. So thank you, Stu. It's a great one. And I have another one on the pre-recorded, the red one. I'm wearing them both. So yeah. use
I
cows for sale.
give it like an elevator pitch of what that is really quickly so that like people understand if they see these hoodies out in the community.
Yeah, well, there's a sign down on I-65 around the Upton area. And I think originally that sign a long time ago used to say use cars for sale. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it got switched to use cows for sale because apparently the way I was told the story was Stu's grandpa didn't want to buy a whole new sign. And so he decided it would be more affordable to just change the word cars to cows. So that's how it originally happened. That's fine.
Minimal. There you go.
It sounds like something my father would do. Any other shout outs?
I just want to know, when's our group outing to mini golf?
Oh, let's go.
Let's do it.
Listen, I'm not going to brag, but I'm very, very good at putt-putt. So, I mean, I'd hate to be all of you guys, but I'll put some money on it. I mean, I'm down.
I don't golf, so yeah, I'll probably be the.
It's just putt-putt. You can figure it out.
Just because you golf doesn't mean you're good at putt-putt. That's like
I don't golf. I don't do either.
That's like someone saying that they're great at horse because they're great at horse because they can play Nerf basketball. Completely different.
I'll teach you some of my tricks, but not all of them because I don't want you to beat me. So I'll teach you a few of my tricks.
Jedi mini golf.
I wanted to.
And before, I also want to mention that I wanted to thank all the people that are running for office locally that did sign up for those Hardin local election interviews. I'm very excited. We got a ton of people and signed up, and we'll still have. I know the sign up period has closed now, but if you have a race that doesn't close, I think there's a couple races like E-Town City Council, E-Town Mayor. There's a few other of those type of races that they don't have to finish registering until June 2nd. So, if that's the case, we'll still allow those guys and those folks to register up until July 4th.
Awesome.
But yeah, we have like over 30 some people. And I've even have another exciting announcement about that. When I start recording those interviews, I think Rebecca Carter, who used to do those interviews with me, is going to be assisting. So
very cool.
She'll be back for those of you that know her.
Awesome. I wanted to do a personal shout out. I had mentioned a fundraiser for Sean Taylor a few weeks ago. He is undergoing a kidney transplant currently, and they just said that they're officially transplanting the kidney. And so we're just saying a little extra prayer today that all that goes smoothly, and then recovery for both him and the donor goes really, really well. So if y'all don't mind to throw a little prayer or good thought out there for him and his family. Any other shout outs, guys?
I've got today. Do you all know what today is?
It's Tuesday.
Other than March 3rd.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, March 3rd, but it's Bottle and Bond Day. Does anybody know what Bottle and Bond Day is? So, back in 1897, they were making some crazy whiskey. They were adding stuff to it. People said, we want quality control. So, in 1897, March 3rd, they had the Bottle and Bond Act. It was the first kind of consumer protection act before the FDA was around. They protected how quality the whiskey is. So Bottle and Bond Act today has to be at least 4 years old, 100 proof, distilled in one season at one distillery. And it's a pretty cool little thing. And we're having specials at BBT tonight for Bottle and Bond Day. But a little history for you.
That's cool.
That's good enough.
Also, Sunny Boys Barbecue, or Sunny Boys Backyard, said that the food trucks start tonight at Phillips Grove, 4 to 7. And at Heartland, Hardin County's Farmer Market, 4 to 8.
Oh, yeah. We'll have a list of that later on, the full list of those food trucks out there.
Great. We'll wait to talk more about it then. Thank you, Sunny Boys.
Well, we can keep the banter going because I want to ask you all an icebreaker question to get everybody rolling today. So it's feeling like spring in that strange but totally normal Kentucky sort of way, right? What are you looking forward to now that winter appears to be behind us? And what are you most excited about over the next week or two here in Hardin County?
Warmer days for me to go work out. It's
Oh,
been
I
cold, obviously. I'll work out, rain, snow, whatever. So it's been a nice warm day.
Just get out there. You don't have to worry about that. You can get out there and do it with that. I've been doing it for 31 days.
Well, yeah, I do a lot more mobile stuff. You do like
Gotcha.
I know about 75 hard. You do a lot of stuff. It's good.
I'm jogging outside every day. Every day, jogging.
Every day.
Every day.
Looks like John's amped up. Why don't you give us an update on that 75 hard?
Doing pretty good. 27 pounds down for 4 weeks.
Nice.
Not too bad.
Awesome.
Just rolling through it. Having a good time.
Have you missed a day yet, or you get hitting it every day? That's great.
I've hit every day. Haven't missed a day. I have to get done. I can't miss a day. I end it the day before my birthday, so I've got to get it done.
Yeah, if you miss a day, you have to start all over again.
All over again. Day number 1. Yep.
Okay.
Oh wow!
Good job.
Didn't realize.
Good job, man. Double clap.
I know. I'm looking forward to getting out to Heartland mini golf. That's like the spring. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Plus, just getting also out and I got my kid a basketball goal, and so I'm looking forward to getting outside more with him and shooting around in the backyard. So, yeah.
Okay, does everybody know what I say when it's spring when you see the daffodils? Not to be confused with dandelions. Daffodils are like the taller, like yellow flower. They grow. They're like all over this community, and it's like the earliest sign of spring. When I start to see the daffodils sprouting, they're my favorite flower, by the way, because it means spring and summer are on the horizon. So I've been watching to see for daffodils springing up from the ground. We need a couple warm days, but I cannot wait for the daffodils.
So for me, spring means being able to get back outside. I haven't had the, I'm much more tolerable when I get a couple hours outside, either in the woods walking or golfing, or when I have my time outside and alone.
Burn off that energy.
So I'm looking forward to that. But my favorite sign of spring, Rachel, was experienced it Sunday. We had been out and had to run to Louisville, check on the booth and everything, and we got home at 6:15, and it was still daylight. That's a big thing for me too, because it's in June when the days start getting a little shorter, or is it June? Yeah, I think it's in June. And I mean, I literally, I get a little sad as the days get shorter and shorter, and I start getting a little happier when they start getting longer and longer. But when it's about 6 o'clock is kind of the magic number there. When it's light after 6, you turn the corner.
Couldn't agree more. Like when it starts getting dark at like 4 p.m. during the worst part of the winter, I'm like, right. I'm gonna hibernate like a bear. Just dig me out of my bed when spring comes.
Well, it's you look at the clock and you're like, man, it's midnight. It's midnight, and because you get home at 4 o'clock, it's getting dark. You eat dinner and you look at the clock and you think it's midnight. And it's 8 o'clock. It's time to go to bed.
It's so depressing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I'm looking forward to being over my seasonal depression too. That's why we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we moved from seasonal depression to seasonal allergies. I mean,
I'll take the allergies all day, every day. Depression.
Well, I lived down in Atlanta for a while, so there's nothing like as bad as it gets down there in the spring with all the pollen. Like your car gets covered in it.
Oh, and, the pine pollen is completely different. The cedar pine pollen, whatever it is down there.
Mm-hmm.
My brother-in-law, Paul, one time went down there for a cookout, and he came back, and he ended up being sick for 3 weeks with the respiratory infection and everything else.
Oh, yeah, brutal.
Killed him.
Well, audience, make sure you drop in the comments what you are looking forward to about spring. I mean, the weather is warming. It's rainy. I mean, it's so appropriate. Spring is coming. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, are you guys ready to move forward?
Keep on trucking.
Okay. And I was just explaining, see, it's a good thing I have my pages numbered down here because I get off track. So I want to talk a little bit more about today's sponsor, Heartland Mini Golf. Okay. Before we get into the events and everything, let's just go into what they've got going on. So if you haven't been out there, they're at 1030 Executive Drive in Elizabethtown. They're right off of I-65. It's a mini golf, a full game yard. The game yard is actually more fun for my kiddos than the mini golf is. They love, there's ping pong out there. There's cornhole. What's the barrel game? There's big buckets and you
throw the ball. I can't think of the name of that game.
I mean, they've got, you name it. There's picnic tables out there. Like they've got soft serve ice cream. They've got a food truck and the only rooftop bar in Elizabethtown overlooking the course. So like, all of our birthday parties are held there. Like, it is just a truly very special spot in Hardin County. It's perfect for a date night, a family afternoon, or just hanging out with the crew. If we've got all the grandkids or nieces and nephews together, it's an easy place to just let them run, and we'll sit there at the table and drink a beer together. So they are opening this weekend, Friday, March 6th. They'll be open from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Saturday, they're going to be open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday, they'll be open from noon to 8 p.m. And then thus begins the regular season. It looks like Monday through Thursday, 4 to 9 p.m. They're going to have this weekend, as I understand it, $2 beers. They'll have their soft serve ice cream, their rooftop bar, game yard. I mean, what else do you need? I mean, I will be there with my kids. I have my kids this weekend. This is happening. So, and if you're a regular, season passes are available. So this is something that I will invest in because it only makes sense. It's $75 for an individual or $275 for a family of 4. Unlimited golf March through November plus free fountain drinks. You can contact Amber Lyle at 270-766-9668. Phil, can we drop that in the comments? That way people can save that number to sign up, or reach them at heartlandminigolf@gmail.com, or their office number of 270-900-1331. So we appreciate their sponsorship of today's episode. Go out and support this locally owned business. Biggest way you can really help support them, go follow their page, drop a comment if you're planning to be out there this weekend, leave a Google review once you attend. These things matter to these small businesses, and we'll be mentioning them again when John gets to Friday events. All right, well, so John, that just takes us right into the events segment. So I'm going to let you take it from here. Why don't you tell us what's going on this week?
All right. Yeah. So we got a lot going on. Like was mentioned before, Sunday Boys Backyard. We got some food trucks going on tonight at a Hardin County Farmers Market from 5 to 8. Vendors out there are going to be busting bites. I wish I could have a corn dog. I can't wait till April till I can have a corn dog. Sunny Girls Cafe, Ladora's Sweet Treats, the 5000, Old School Flavor Trailer, Matilda's Dogs and More, the Sweet and Salty Company, Sam's Gyros, Mr. Poncho's Food Truck. So a lot is going to be out there. So if you're hungry, that's the place to be, the Farmers Market. Also, we have on Wednesday, the Wellness on Wheels, the Baptist Hardin Health at 10 a.m. to noon at Lakeside Worship Center. Free health screenings, height, weight, blood pressure, BMI, thyroid, cholesterol, glucose, and anemia. So if you need to check up on any of that stuff, they can help you out with that. The Maj Madness, not March Madness. That's not happening yet, but the Maj Madness is going to be going on at the Straight and Narrow every Wednesday in March. Sessions are going to be from 5 to 6:45, then 7 to 8:45. $15 a session or $50 for 4 sessions. There's going to be 16 spots per night, prizes throughout, grand prize, and a Mahjong tile set so you can play at home. Have you all learned how to play Mahjong yet? I've been watching some videos.
No.
No?
Going to teach me.
You should.
So it's a way of
BBT.
We don't have it at BBT, so we don't have Mahjong because we try to give a different experience than everybody else in town. So if everybody else in town is doing Mahjong, it's not going to happen at BBT probably.
So isn't it a series of stacked tiles, and you have to find the matches, and you have to uncover things to be able. That's kind of the gist of it, right?
So pretty much you've got a couple rows, and you have a tile. So you have to slide one of the rows down and flip that tile. If that matches another one of your rows, you can slide it in and flip it. But if it can't, you hand it to the other person, and then they can do it for theirs. And so it's a back and forth kind of strategy game. But you don't know where your tiles are because you kind of washed them around, kind of like when you're doing dominoes, you wash those tiles. Same thing.
Okay.
So it seems interesting, but again, I have yet to get down there because I feel like I would need to drink a little bit for that, and I can't do that yet. I feel like that would aid in my playing and my premonitions of where those tiles need to go.
It sounds like that gambling game. The can't think of the one. It's like it's a similar type game.
Okay.
But I shouldn't have said anything because now my mind just went blank. What?
It's
So all good. Move on.
all right. Yeah, we've got the free full moon community circle in Radcliffe, a free monthly open circle, cookies and juice provided. Children are welcome with an adult. That's at 835 North Dixie. Thursday, the Garden Club Bees in Bloom is going to be teaching you about some things. Refreshments at 9 a.m., program at 10 a.m. A guest speaker is Kelly Rout of Grandview Farm in Hodgeville. So visitors are welcome. You don't have to be a member of that club. So if you want to learn about some bees and maybe the flowers that they like to be attracted to, go check that out. Polar plunge. Anybody down for this?
Yes.
Are y'all doing it? Are y'all doing it?
That sounds fun.
No, it doesn't. But y'all can do it. I'll take video.
I don't know anything
How
about
that?
I took it to the Ohio
So it's up in Radcliffe. It's at the Crane Lake Greenwood Hawaiian theme. So if you want to dress up in a little
No, thanks.
grass skirt or something, a coconut
I don't
brassiere,
think
you
so.
know.
Yeah, that's not my word.
Where is this at, Jay?
It's up at the Crane Lake Greenwood.
Been here my whole life. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Well, they've got a registration open to military, retirees, civilians, contractors.
Oh, it must
You
be
gotta
something on Knox then.
You got to be above 12 to enter. But it's got registration number of 812-854-6255. I've done a polar plunge sort of in Florida in January. I jumped in for the new year, and it was pretty cold. It was pretty cold.
You added Florida in there, though. That can't be that cold.
In January, it's still not super nice. That ocean doesn't warm up.
I did the Ohio River in January.
Okay,
It was for Down syndrome awareness and fundraising, so it was worth it. But that was
great
cold.
cause. Yeah, I guarantee that was a lot colder.
That was cold.
But I feel like cold plunges have become more like normalized with the cold plunges, the cryotherapy, things like that.
Yes.
It's not that big of a shock anymore, right?
Your feet hit that water. It's still shocking.
It's a shock. That's the point.
I guarantee it.
Pretty shocking.
Cool.
All right. Also on Thursday, we got the PXG Club Fitting Day at Proof Golf. So that's the digital golf out there on Dixie Highway from 2 to 6. It's a Suite 123 Dixie Highway. On-site master fitter will help you kind of learn what golf clubs are going to fit for you the right way. There's also a bunny door hanger workshop at the Vine Grove City Hall at 5:30. It's $52 to make yourself a little Easter bunny door hanger because Easter is on the way.
And just so you know, everybody, I just looked that thing up, the polar bear plunge. I think that's the MWR in Indiana, which is
Indiana?
Lake Greenwood. Yeah, Lake Greenwood. It says Thursday, March 5th at noon. Is that the same time? Yeah. So this must not be in Hardin County, just so you know. No.
But if you want to
drive
do
up
it,
there,
we can go do it. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Friday, we've got the Cousins Maine Lobster at O'Reilly Auto Parts from 11 to 7 p.m. They always bring the good stuff. They take cards, Apple Pay only, so no cash. So if you want to pay for something, you got to bring the plastic or that tap. You can tap your watch, you can tap your phone, you can do all those weird things. Tap your card even. It's all the fun stuff.
I learned how to do that. I learned how to do that.
Here you go.
Yeah, so I took off. I needed to pick something up real quick, and I took off, and I left my wallet sitting on my key stand because I thought I left it in the car. Got where I was going, and I had to pay with my phone. I was like, find a will, there's a way.
That's right. It's pretty easy. It still amazes me how people think, like, I'll pay with my watch. And they'll be like, did you just create some magic? Because they've seen people do the phone, but they're like, you can do your watch. I'm like, yeah, all the things. It's a phone, pretty much. Let's be real. You can do it with all of it.
We just had Nate chime in, replying to Britain saying he's somewhere in the Caribbean. Doesn't really know where he's at, but good to hear from you, Nate. Keep it up. Enjoy that vacation.
Definitely.
I have the live here, and I'm asking questions just for fun. interactions.
Yes, that's great.
So
I like it.
the band West on 165 Live is going to be at Social Food Hall at 6 p.m. Unity on the Runway. It's going to be at the Haycraft from 7 p.m. to midnight. It's going to be a Dress to Impress event. You want to buy your tickets, $40 pre-sale, $45 at the door. Also, anybody a Queen fan? We Are the Champion.
Who's
Bicycle.
not?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
The cover band's going to be playing there, Queen Nation at the Historic State Theater from 7:30 till they quit rocking. So go check that out. And then also, if you don't have any other plans, Heartland Mini Golf is going to be opening up. Season opener, 4 to 10.
Yes.
Get out there.
Some of the
Try
stuff you
that.
can still go there, and then you can go do the other stuff after too.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Saturday, after you have got your fill of that mini golf out there at Heartland Mini Golf, get yourself some pancakes. The E-Town Lions Club annual pancake breakfast is at 8 a.m. till noon. $10 for adults. Kids 5 and under are free. So if you got any little ones, take them out there. They can get some good pancakes and eggs. West Hardin Middle School spring vendor sale is from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the West Hardin Middle School. Local vendors, food trucks, Easter Bunny photos. I know that those are a fun thing to do. It's a funny story. I was actually the Easter Bunny for 2 years at the mall. I don't know if and another bearded fellow as well, but we won't say that. But I was the Easter Bunny. It's an interesting thing because you can't talk while you're in mascot costumes. You're not allowed to speak because that freaks people out, apparently, like little kids and stuff. So you had to be very animated. And I think that's why I got very animated.
That's a long time not to talk.
It is a long time.
Don't put me in one. I would suck at it.
When I was the other guy, it was really fun because I would use my voice that I had, and I would say people's names, and they would just like not know who it was, and they would wonder why you knew their name, and that was the best part about that.
That's fun.
Congratulations.
That's one of our as we get older goals, as we want to be Santa and Mrs. Claus.
It's a fun one.
I think that'd be really, really fun to do.
Be a saucy Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Now I know who to call.
That's a big Santa. Yeah.
How's he fit down the chimney?
Right.
Add a couple extra
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be a riot.
I agree.
All right, the Crumbs and Chapter Book Club at Bloom Bakery is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. They're going to have the book of the month is The Tenant by Frida McFadden. So it's a tattoo couple weeks here. We got the Blackheart Tattoo Company's got a grand opening on Saturday. They're going to be 11 a.m. They're going to have $100 designs, $30 and $40 piercings, food truck, and a guest artist. I'm sure they maybe have some people that were here for that convention kind of fest this past weekend, and they're hanging around and doing a little bit more. That's really nice. Did any of you all make it down to the tattoo convention?
I didn't make it down to that. Did anybody? Did you?
I didn't make it down. Did you?
We went. Yeah, we went and checked it out.
How was it?
I have a bunch of buddies that work there or were down there working. It was really cool. They had like a little booth for kids to get like temporary tattoos, and they used special unicorn water to apply them. We had to make sure that he wasn't allergic to the unicorn water. He's not. He's only allergic to leprechaun water, which is good. They weren't using that today or that day. But yeah, it was a really fun experience, and they were really nice doing it and kind of explaining things, kind of like a real tattoo would have been done, like explaining like the process. She explained the process the whole time. It was really neat.
So cool.
The Blue Door is going to be doing something at the Dreamery, the Bays Workshop, from noon to 2 p.m. There's a lot of gelato. I love gelato. Y'all like gelato?
Mm-hmm.
I love gelato.
It's so good.
Oh, that's great.
And they've got that dairy-free chocolate. I know a friend of mine, she can't have dairy, and she loves that dairy-free chocolate that they have down there. Central Hardin class of 2016 reunion is going to be at the Haycraft, 5 to 10 p.m., $25 a person. Those are all people way younger than me. I don't even think I would know any of those people. But if you're in that class and you didn't know what was happening, go down there, hang out with your friends, see them after a long time. Are you all reunion people? Have you all gone to any of your reunions? I know, Phil, you were homeschooled, right? So miss on that one?
Man.
Same.
Yeah, we don't really have many of those.
My family gets together every Sunday, so we just have high school reunions all the time. It's great.
That's
No,
And
about
I,
you, Britt?
I was the organizer. I've been the organizer for all of mine. It's a big job. But I tell you what, as we've gotten higher and higher in the years, less and less people are interested in going, because with social media now everybody sees everybody and everybody knows anybody that you cared about and that you want to be in contact with, you are. So it kind of, reunions have lost a little bit of the fun and excitement as they used to be in the past. But I mean, part of the fun is going and seeing what everybody looks like and what everybody's doing. But I don't know. Interesting.
So, we had I was a 97 graduate. So in 2007, we had a 10-year reunion down in Marshall County, and it was a big deal. And I couldn't go because I was coaching football. Well, it come time rolled around, and that's 2007. Well, 2008, what did everybody get in 2008? The Book of Faces. And then, and now, then we get ready for our 10-year or our 20-year, and nobody. I mean, crickets, because everybody still lives there, or anybody that they want to know about, they found out about. So I mean, it's a lot less pressing matter now.
I know my dad, he graduated class of 65 at E-Town. They meet every month at the breakfast at the American Legion. They try to, most of the ones that are here still in town, they'll go down there and kind of hang out and kind of catch up a little bit if they haven't seen each other before then. It's pretty nice.
So cool.
We've also got a basket auction, Fort Knox Spouses and Community Club, Fillers Green, Fort Knox, open to the public, 6 to 9 p.m. So if you want to get yourself a basket full of goodies, go head up there and bid on those. Live at Cosmic Golf, Colton Keese will be at 8:30. Check them out. A little live music, always good to hear. And on Sunday, we've got the E-Town St. Baldrick's from 1 to 4:30. Hardin County Schools Early College and Career Center. Childhood cancer fundraiser. They need barbers, they need volunteers, they need ponytail donors, and they need shavees, I should say. My cousin does it every year, Lewis O'Brien. He always goes down there. He worked for the fire department. I think he just retired not too long ago, but he did it every year. I think he still does it every year. I grow my hair out every 2 years, so I can't donate mine yet, but here soon.
I wish we had known that was coming up. We always used to highlight that event. It's a pretty big event. And have somebody come on and talk about it. Plus, it's also my birthday on March 8th. So,
Well, happy early birthday there, Phil.
Well, thank you. 42.
We going to Heartland Mini Golf?
We probably are going to Heartland Mini Golf for my birthday.
We are.
Yeah.
How old are you going to be?
42.
42.
God.
Cut that in half, and it's 21.
32.
42, not 32.
40.
You're 32. Remember, Michelle? I'm 42.
Good.
What a packed week. I mean, there's something for everybody. Thank you for bringing us all of those. And if you're watching and know of any event we might have missed, please drop it in the comments. We'd love to pull it up and highlight it. All right. So we sat down on Friday with Kevin Jaggers to talk about Boot Barn's grand opening. It's this weekend. Phil, you want to pull that up? Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Welcome, everyone. We're here on Friday morning recording a segment for you guys because Nate's going to be out. We got Kevin Jaggers with us. Good to see you,
What's
Kevin.
up, y'all? Good morning.
Good morning. TGIF, right?
That's right.
And we got
right.
Nate over here,
Yeah,
right above me.
I do have quite a few updates. Obviously, this weekend coming up, March 5th through 7th. I've already been out there, talked about it. Boot Barn is opening up. Grand opening.
Yeah,
They've
dude.
already been opened. I went out there a couple days ago and checked them out. But Kevin here is going to be doing a double performance.
That's right, man. And you've
so
been
with
hyping me up too, man. So I appreciate it.
So how did that just come about? Like, did you reach out to them? Did they reach out to you? Is like how did you end up wind up with 2 shows in 1 weekend?
Man, it was the craziest thing. So I was, doing my thing, recording my radio show like I am now. And I was just going about my day, and I checked my email, and it's from the lady in Boot Barn, the, I guess, marketing coordinator for the whole corporation, and it's like out of California. And so she reached out and she was like, hey, we'd had some recommendations of who to get for music acts. We want to do this grand opening celebration. Would you be interested? And I'm like, absolutely, of course. And at the same time, I guess one of her colleagues was working with Kelly, who works the sales side of the Wolf stuff. And so they were getting some stuff detailed for the Wolf to be out there. And I'm actually going to be out there on Saturday too for the radio stuff. And so really it's like a 3-day event that's just Kevin Jaggers everywhere. But so yeah, it ended up that I'm going to be there for 3 days, the full weekend celebration. It's cool, man.
And
I love it.
So what time will you be performing? I'm assuming it's going to be acoustic set.
Right. Yeah, so it's going to be an acoustic set. I am bringing out my guitar player. Shout out Dave. But yeah, he's going to be coming with me. We play at 4 o'clock on the 6th. And then on the 8th, the Sunday, we play at noon. So.
Do you know what time Layla performs on Saturday?
I would want to say 4 to 7, I want to say. Because that's the time that I'm playing on Friday. So I would guess, yeah.
But completely free all weekend long?
Yeah, completely free. They just want you to come and check out their new location just right here in E-Town. And I think it's so cool because I'm such a Boot Barn fan. I wear hoodie hats. I don't know if you all have seen like the specific brand of hats that I wear, but these are the only ones that fit my head. I don't know how to explain it.
I love the same. They're great.
Nate, it was funny. You posted a picture of the hats that they have there. And so I was going through and I'm like, okay, I have that one. I have that one. I have that one. I have that one. It was really funny. But yeah. So
I think my favorite one that I have is that black. I have the black American flag one.
Yeah,
I bought that one down in Nashville, of all places, at the mall.
Hey, I love it.
It seems like this, especially now that you're hooked up with Boot Barn and multiple Boot Barns, that this could open some doors for you as far as getting your name out there and being attached.
Fingers crossed. Well, and it's absolutely something that I hope that we can explore because I'm a fan, and I believe in the product. I believe in what they sell. So that does help for sure.
It's always easy to tell when you're watching YouTubers or influencers, and they do their ad spots.
Yeah.
To tell if they believe in that product or not. So
yeah,
I think it's pretty cool that, and I love Boot Barn too.
Shout out Hub House. I see you, Nate.
I love Hub House. I love the used cow sign every time I come back north on 65 and see it on the right side in Upton. I love what this.
That is awesome.
I bet it's just it makes you smile every time you see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I do believe in Hub House. All of our local stuff, Wolf Radio. We're so glad you come on today. Won't be back, I don't think, in time to see you play on Sunday. I wish I was. If it was Sunday night, I was going to try to be there. But
it's fine, go be in the wherever you are, Caribbean.
Cayman, Cozumel, somewhere out there.
Yeah, I'll be jealous of that. Thank you guys for having me on. Shout out Hardin Local. I've got the Facebook page, Kevin Jaggers. Okay. You can search that, and then kevinjaggers.com.
Welcome.
So I'm in a group chat with all my girlfriends, and they are all super excited about Boot Barn. We're definitely going to be out there. If you don't know who Kevin Jaggers is, he is a local country artist and one of the familiar voices on Wolf Radio here in E-Town. So it's a big deal that they're having him out. It's going to be a great set. He performs some of his own music, but then he also does a lot of the ones that you hear from other country artists. So there'll be something there that you enjoy listening to. So of course, that is opening. He's going to be performing on Friday, March 6th at 4 p.m. and then Sunday, March 8th at noon. And I know it says here, Layla. Do we have her last name, who she is?
I'll get it and add it to a post about it later because I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, she'll be performing as well on Saturday. So entry, of course, is completely free all weekend. The girls and I are going to go re-up our boot selection for the summer. So we are so excited. Thank you, Nate. And I loved, Phil, having you down here in blue and here in red. I was dying laughing. I was like, oh, this is like a We got 2 fills. It's kind of fun. So
I planned it that way.
well, very cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to jump into the housing market update for you all. I know I missed 2 weeks of kind of updating you on where things are. So I wanted to bring you the last week and what we've seen in the last 30 days as far as our local real estate market. So the dates that I'm going to be talking to you guys from is February 24th through March 3rd. Of course, going back as far as 30 days. All of the information I bring you is from the Hardin, Kentucky Association of Realtors, MLS. So this week, there were 34 new listings that hit the market. 23 homes went under contract and 16 families closed and moved in. I know my team is celebrating several closings today, and they've celebrated a few over the last week. So we are very excited for these families as they move in. Average days on market. So we had been holding in the 90s and we remain there. So we're at 93 days on market. That is from list to closing, and that's an average across active, pending, and sold. So what we're seeing there is steadiness, stability. We're heading into spring, the hottest season of the year for both buyers and sellers. So those 93 days are a good indication that things are remaining steady as we head into the hottest season. Active homes currently on the market that are available for viewing is 359. Sold in the last 30 days, 74 homes. This is specific to just Hardin County is where we're taking these measurements. So the months of inventory on the market is 4.9. That's a very balanced market. Once again, anything over 5 is considered a buyer's market. Anything under 5 is considered a seller's market. We're at 4.9. I mean, we are dead in. So there are great deals out there if you're a buyer. Of course, if you're a seller, you need to be considering making going not to that top price point, but being a little more aggressive with your sales numbers, and condition and presentation really, really matters. So make sure those are dialed in right up front. The most important days on market is about the first 14 days. After those 14 days, then you're kind of chasing the buyers. Or you're waiting for new buyers to come onto the market. Average list price over the last 30 days. So this is our average for all of Hardin County. It's $309,198. This is the interesting thing. Average sold price is $291,142. So buyers are negotiating, and also they're still buying, and there's not a huge difference between that. But if you're a buyer and you're looking for a really good deal while also wanting to negotiate repairs, wanting to get closing costs covered inside that offer, now is a really great time to move in the market. There's enough inventory where you can be a little picky. You don't have to buy the first thing that comes up, so you can kind of find the deal that fits for you. There has been some talk about the Ford plant retooling. Of course, Blue Oval has transitioned over to Ford. What we're hearing in the buzz is that contractors begin on April 1st. I know my team personally has been signing lease agreements with contractors that are going to be here for 2 and 3 years. There's a bit of a short-term demand there with needing furnished units. So I know that those of you that have kind of felt the diminish of that over the last 6 months, that should start picking back up. And that's kind of what I'm hearing from investors in our community. Obviously, that has a huge positive economic impact for the county as we've got more people in the area eating out, et cetera. So a couple things I want to touch in. Obviously, move-in ready wins. So, when you're going to list your home, having it in a condition where it presents well online, they say within 30 seconds of a buyer clicking on your listing, they decide whether they're ever going to step foot in your home. So having an agent that knows how to position your property, photograph your property, place it all over social media is extremely important, while also considering curb appeal, touch up the landscaping, do some painting. The first 2 weeks really do matter. Don't price at that top of the market. Find the top of the market, and our rule of thumb is go about 3 to 5% underneath it so that you stand out from the massive amount of inventory that is available. 359 homes is a lot to compete against. So you want presentation and curb appeal, but you also want to price it at a place where when they're measuring you against your competition, it's a clear, obvious winner. And then strategy beats timing. We had 23 homes go pending last week. Buyers are already out there and they are already active. Okay. So make sure that presentation and everything is prepped in advance. So once you hit the market, it shows really well. Overall, the market is heading into spring with solid momentum. Buyers are active, inventory is balanced, and sellers who are strategic are seeing results. As always, if you want hyper local breakdown for your neighborhood or price point, I'm happy to help. All right, guys. So Nate Bryan is on a cruise this week. Of course, he earned it, but he made sure to leave us with his business updates before he left. Phil, we have a video with Nate.
Yeah, we do. I'm going to have to you'll see. It's part of this Kevin video, so I got to
Welcome, everyone.
Queued up quite right.
It makes you smile every time you say not being there.
Let's get it right in the perfect spot, y'all. Sorry about this.
You're good. We're just excited to have Nate. We thought we would have to be without him, and we've got him. So this is great.
We do. You also will have two of me again. Here we go. Welcome back. We had to take a quick break and have a quick conversation with Kevin, but he's a great dude. Thanks for joining us, Kevin. So Nate, I know you're going to be gone. So what do you got for us in business?
Something I found out just this week is Baskin Robbins across from the hospital. It's been there 50 years. I mean, I'm 44. I can remember it not being there. Apparently opened in
I know we used to go when we were kids, like 10, 9. Yeah, I remember going.
Cinema 3 and then Cinema 5. Gold medal ribbon was always my favorite. I think that's the first place I had cookies and cream ice cream too. I'm sure that a lot of people have similar memories. It will be closing when the new one opens by Dollar General / Servants Valley / Kroger Government Center. Will be closing. They haven't put up a date yet, and obviously the other building's not up yet, so we got plenty of time to see it. But 50 years in one spot. The only other one in E-Town that's lasted longer is Long John Silver's, and we have over 140 restaurants in E-Town. So the last 50 years as a dessert place is incredible.
There really is. And I also think I saw a post by Nate that said somebody was trying to start a petition to where it wouldn't leave. Which, yeah, that's kind of funny and cool.
Been on 62, driven past Central, Ride Right Tire. I told it is going to be a third Papa John's. Obviously, we don't have any pizza on that side. We did have Pizza Mavens for a little bit. We've had Godfathers for a little bit. But I don't know if there's ever been a chain pizza restaurant on that side. Obviously, you've got the Central Hardin Grove. That'll serve a need, especially delivery-wise, to Central, the factories, Cecilia, that area. I don't have an opening date. Also, working with Pelican Snowballs. I don't know. Have you had Snowball before?
I have had one, but it's been a long time. Tell me like I've never had one.
Snowballs are like soft snow cones. I mean, sometimes they have ice cream. So I've had them in Hawaii, and they were fantastic. They have 3 Bowling Green locations. They have a Glasgow location, expanded in E-Town. So if anybody has a 600 to 800 square foot space, they do not need a big building. They barely need 1,000. 600, 800 square feet. Any realtors that follow us, they prefer to have their own spot because they want to make the building pink. But if you have something that you think could work, they will look at it. They said they're open to any opportunities. They've been trying to get here for 2 years. E-Town's a huge market. So I had to post emails in there. If not, reach out to me and we will relay the information. But they really want to be here. And I love dessert.
Is it seasonal or is it always
I bet they do a lot of their business in the summer, but they do have a food truck too. They call the Snowmobile. Great name. So it is very seasonal, but they do go out to all the festivals. And finally, our friends over at Heartland Mini Golf have a new name for their food truck. It's going to be called Aces. They had a contest. I lost, but Aces won. I'm not too bitter. The logo looks great. I've been out to Heartland Mini Golf several times over. Great course, always kept in great shape. Also, they have free yard games that you can play while you're waiting. They do have live music. I mean, Kevin, I think, is pretty sure has played out there before. They had a great Halloween party, I believe, man, even a New Year's party.
They're going to be opening soon, too. We don't have a date on it yet, but we'll be talking, and we do have a date. It's this Friday about Heartland Mini Golf during the live version of this week's episode. And also shout out to Steve Sullivan, who hooked me up with this nice hoodie. It's very comfy, and I love the, use cow, not cars, but cows for sale. It's pretty cool.
As a South Sider, I've seen that sign so many times that it's part of the culture. So I love the sign. I always remember.
We'll have to have him come on sometime and tell the story because there's a story behind it too, which is pretty entertaining. So, was there something that came up with nothing but cakes?
Oh yeah, they have a. Let's see if I can find it. Saturday, March 7th. So I will be gone, but this will be the time of filming.
Yeah. It'll be this Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, this Saturday, 9 to 12:30 at Pritchard Community Center. They have a Buy a Bunt event partnership with Hardin County Chamber of Commerce and the City of Elizabethtown. They do have their own post. Nothing Bunt Cakes does have its own Facebook page. I encourage you to go follow them. I will share this again, so it's on my page while I'm gone. I have sent to Phil too. We will try to screenshot it. But first look at Nothing Bunt Cakes. The sign is up out there, and if you want to get a sneak peek and say, okay, this is something I'm going to start enjoying later this summer, Saturday's gonna be your chance to go. I love my cruises, but the fact I'm missing this and Kevin's shows, I did not time this right.
We hope you have fun out there. We're gonna go back to our regular schedule. I've always wanted to say that. We're gonna go back to our regular
Good job, Phil.
program.
There you go.
Look at Nate showing up for us even on vacation. So if you're over there watching Nate in the middle of the Caribbean suffering hardcore, we appreciate you.
Nate the Great.
Hope that cruise is everything you dreamed of. If you have any business news, a new opening, a closure, a rumor worth tracking down, please drop it in the comments or reach out through hardinlocal.com. All right, guys, we're going to step into our Experienced Eater segment with Britton and Michelle McDowell. Phil, you guys, of course, do what?
Sorry.
Okay, I thought you were talking to me. They've been out eating at the Spot, Caribbean restaurant in Radcliffe, and they've got a full report. Let's see what you guys thought. So Britton and Michelle, our experienced eaters, thank you both. Phil, are you going to jump into our video?
I'll let you guys frame it first if you want to. Britton.
Sure thing. So this place is kind of torments us a little bit because it's just right across the street and down a little bit from the shop. But if you take a shop and their place and our house, it makes this triangle. So when they're smoking their chicken and their meats and stuff, we smell it all the time. And it's not like barbecue. It's just a little bit different. And so, we got over there and it's a unique experience. And I'll let the pictures and the food kind of speak for itself. But
very specific.
Very, very specific. And,
all right.
And so this is something I'll say. If someone doesn't have a lot of experience with this type of food, they're not going to know what to expect. And sometimes when our expectations are out of alignment, we can be disappointed. But like I said, it kind of goes back to how well they execute what it's supposed to be.
They may not know what things are. They may not know those ethnic flavors. They may not know what to expect. Sometimes you go and you look at the menu and you have no idea what anything is.
So, how many, like when I say the word curry, there's three cuisines that curry really kind of comes from. I think the one that we're almost familiar with is Indian cuisine, but then there's also a Thai and an Asian curry, that Southeast Asia over there. And then there's also a Caribbean curry, and they are all distinctly different. And so we had the green curry yesterday, so you'll see what's going on there.
All right, let's watch. I'm gonna move the cameras around a little bit while we start. That way we can see Michelle better because I got to fix it. But we'll go ahead and get started.
Don't worry.
Hey guys, Experienced Eater here. We are in Radcliffe. It is a cold, dreary, rainy day here, first part of March, and we're going to go find out about something that we smell every day. So there's this Caribbean Jamaican place in Radcliffe called Eat at the Spot. It just happens to be about 200 yards from our house, and we smell the smoker all the time. So let's go in and see what they have when we go eat at the Spot, Jamaican cuisine here in Radcliffe, Kentucky. This here is the curry chicken, and the smell, oh my goodness. Can't wait to get into that. All right, here's the jerk chicken, smoked and sauced with some cabbage. And then we got a little bit of sweet chili Jamaican wings also. And there's that green curry. If you could smell, oh my. I'm excited. Michelle, what are you starting on my plate for?
because I am a big fan of jerk chicken, and I did do this real quick.
Crazy.
Wow. Jerk chicken has like 25 spices. Man, that is flavorful. Very good. Love the sauce.
All right. Thai wing or still a sweet chili wing.
We use something to say that. Fine.
That's crunchy. It's juicy. That's got great flavor. That's a winner. All right, I'm getting into the green curry. Very traditional. There it is right there. That's pretty mild. Not as much flavor as I thought it'd be. That's really good. Very herby. Even around the bone.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. All right.
You feel real
Now for
quick.
a moment of truth.
Hit the pause there. One of the things that is, and this is one of those expectation things that if you know about historically about the Caribbean and Jamaica and the slave trade, you know that they didn't have the premier cuts of food, you know, when it came to designing their cuisine and everything. So one of the things that's very, very traditional and they do very accurate is the chicken's just chopped. So they take a big cleaver and so you have to eat around the bones.
It's like chunks,
yeah.
chunks and all.
So your chicken thighs are cut in half, you know, and so that's a little bit of an adjustment for some folks that if you're eating this type of cuisine, be prepared for that. It's not it takes a little bit of work to get to the meat.
All right. That's interesting. Let's finish this up.
We're going to get this in right here. This big chicken leg. This jerk seasoning sauce. Man, you smell the flavor. It's been smoked.
Getting hungry.
That was a good bite.
Looked like a good one.
That's legit.
Pause.
Yeah, he stopped me. I think he was expecting some interaction. I have nothing. The facial expression that says everything you need to know right there. It's
and let's just say afterburn.
Yes. That was.
I don't know what happened there. My modder went and had a mind of its own. That was not supposed to happen.
So
but,
we tried the jerk chicken, the chicken curry, and then we had some sides to go with it. But the menu at the end of the video, I got a picture of the menu and I kind of narrate a little bit. I mean, the menu is very vast. One of the things, the most popular thing on the menu, they were out of that we didn't dive into was oxtail, which that's a beef dish. It's kind of stewed on the bone.
Yeah, they have some very specific things like the oxtail that I know you can't get anywhere. They also have goat, and they have all kinds of other very specific things, plantains, all that kind of stuff. So depends on how adventurous you are. But I would definitely recommend the jerk chicken would be my hands down recommendation.
So my only experience previous to this, not only experience, but my main experience previous to this to Caribbean cuisine was in 2000. I took a mission trip to Trinidad and Tobago, and so we ate at some different families in some different places. And it's really interesting because they have Trinidad is like much of the Caribbean is a kind of a melting pot, because in Trinidad they have the Catholics, there's some Protestant groups, but then there's Muslim, there's Hindu, and there's Buddhist, and they all are equal. I mean, hugely represented. That's why they don't have Mardi Gras, they have Carnival down there, and because it's a blending of all the cultures. But you see that bleed over in the food there as well. And so, you know, you have a curry, which is a seasoned stew, but it doesn't have the heat that the Indians do or the sweetness that the Thai do. Mm-hmm. But they're all influenced together as they literally kind of come together. But there's a couple things that I wanted to try that I didn't get to because of some dietary restrictions right now. They have these things that they look like they literally look like fried pies, but they call them meat pie. They're meat pies. They had a spicy beef and a chicken that I wanted to get to. I didn't get a chance to do that. But this will be somewhere that being right across the street from the shop. I'll probably go at least once a month, because I really like that chicken, and then try some of the other things that come along with it. So, I mean, it's an experience you got to have if you want that authentic Jamaican. And
Definitely something different.
And I asked about the bobsled team, and I got kind of shushed. So I got help from her and the guy behind the counter. And they didn't have a very good performance this year at the Winter Olympics, but
That's funny.
Now, I'll tell you something that I thought was really interesting is when we were there were 2 Jamaican women in traditional clothing in the kitchen cooking. So I thought, wow, that's like real deal. Yeah. That's like going someplace and there's a little old lady grandma back there cooking, I mean, it was like, this is like for real. Like this lady's cooking this in her kitchen at home as well. So I thought that was really neat that they were like truly Jamaican women back there cooking. So I thought that was beautiful.
That's awesome.
They're close by to me, so that's going to be the next spot on our list.
So Scott, I don't know where you live, but apparently we must be almost neighbors.
Well, yeah, I'm about a mile away from Dunkin' Donuts around here. Over by the big building where they're trying to make what is it, Baptist Health?
Yeah,
behind there, that area.
Okay, that's close.
Yeah. It sounds like there's a lot more restaurants in Radcliffe this day and age than there used to be. To be quite honest.
Well, and one of the things that I'm a big proponent of the North End. I think sometimes we get a little doo doo here and there, and not in some bad press when we do. But the diversity that's here because of Fort Knox. I mean, we travel extensively. I mean, I've never been anywhere where I can get Korean like we do here. We have some of the best that we have, different styles of restaurants, especially ethnic food here that you can't just get anywhere else. And I'm proud of that, and very fortunate to be to get to experience that. So.
Yeah, I'm excited to go up there and try it.
All right, guys, I am going to have to go because when business calls, you have to make money and make hay when the sun shines. So I just had somebody walk in for a prom dress. So we are rocking and rolling with that. So if there's anybody in the area that knows of somebody that's going to need a prom dress, not only we do curvy minute, but I can do regular sizes as well. So come see us. Let me take care of you the way you should be taken care of. Come be the priority, not the afterthought. Okay. So
at the Red Brick Cottage, right?
Yeah. Make somebody happy, and you guys finish the rest of your show, and I'll see you next time. Okay.
Thank you, Michelle.
Try to get her to treat me like that all the time. Good luck.
I tell you, dude.
Your own off.
Well, thank you guys so much. I had no idea of that place. I had no idea of that spot. So I'm going to have to give it a go. Audience, have you been to eat at the spot? Drop it in the comments. And if you, of course, have another restaurant that you would like Britton and Michelle to visit, please make sure to let us know about that as well. All right, guys.
I think we may have to make an appearance at the food trucks out at Phillips Grove tonight just to go see.
Yes.
There's a few things, but I said dietary restrictions. I gave up carbs and cussing for Lent, and I'm doing really well with eating. You can get what you're cussing for you. Huh? What the hell? I mean, come on.
We'll have Phil bleep out some stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. Hey, I can do it.
Yep.
I did have a comment from Carrie Elrod. Thank you, Carrie, for letting me know that Layla's last name is Layla Spring. She'll be playing Saturday at the booth.
Very cool. All right, guys. Anything else that we want to highlight in the comments or shout outs that we want to pull up, or are we covered on all of those?
I think we're covered on everything.
Great.
I want to say one thing. So it's next week, and we'll talk about it more next week, but who's entering into the Flywheel Chili competition next Saturday?
I'm coming.
Not this coming, but the 14th.
I love chili, but I can't cook.
You got to sign up. You got to sign up with Flywheel.
If you would provide me with a link, please, I will. I have an award-winning chili cook in the family.
Mine was the People's Choice last year. People's Choice champ was mine last year.
Sounds like we can have a little competition.
I think it'd be fun. I've got a buddy who has to tell me, again, he has to tell me that I make the best chili because that's our bet we made last year. It's still I got a week and a half left to hear him tell me it's the best chili till I beat him again next week. Then I'll hear it another year.
Well, that's awesome. All right. Anybody else?
I just wanted to let you know that final thing you're about to read has some typos in it, specifically about Kevin Jagger's Not Tonight, Friday.
I saw that on there. No problem.
Cool.
Okay, guys. Well, here's once again how you can stay connected with Hardin Local. So visit hardinlocal.com. Of course, that's your one stop for all the links and resources we bring up throughout the episodes. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. You would think I'd have that memorized by now, but it still surprises me that I show up in all those locations. So super badass. So follow us on your favorite platform and tell a friend who might enjoy it. Of course, follow us on LinkedIn, subscribe on YouTube, and please follow Hardin Local on Facebook as well as all of our personal social channels. This weekend in Hardin County, just a reminder, Boot Barn grand opening, completely free all weekend long. Kevin Jaggers will be there Friday at 4 p.m. and Sunday at noon. No ticket needed, just show up. Heartland Golf Mini Golf, who is, of course, our sponsor for today's episode. Thank you so much. They open I think it's also Friday at 4 p.m. They have the rooftop bar, mini golf, game yard, $2 beers, season passes starting at $75 if you want to be able to use them all year long. And they're located at 1030 Executive Drive. And then Nothing But Cake. John, I don't think you realize you're not muted. I'm cracking up over there. I mean, you're really good at the drums, though.
Yeah, he is.
I thought you were just pumping me up. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then Nothing Bun Cakes, buy a bun, of course. Don't forget, Saturday morning, 9 a.m. to 12:30 at the Pritchard Community Center. And if you have 600,
we can pump you up if you want to be pumped up.
Space available anywhere in E-Town. Reach out, Pelican Snowballs. They have been trying to open here for 2 years, and they're needing something unique and fun. They want to paint the building. So they're not looking for a space in a building. They're looking for something standalone. So, of course, as I mentioned, thank you so much, Heartland Mini Golf, for sponsoring today's episode. I will be seeing you guys this weekend. My family and I will be there. The boys are going to be so, so excited. Phil, Scott, Britton, tell Michelle, and John, thank you all for being here with me today. Nate, if you're still watching, have a lot of fun. It's so great to be back with you guys. I genuinely missed you all. Thank you, audience, for putting up with sickness and kiddos and your patience, Phil, for covering. To everyone watching, thank you for being part of the Hardin Local community. We are so grateful you spent time with us today. We'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Until then, enjoy this incredible weekend in Hardin County. Support local and stay connected. Have a great week, everyone.
Peace out.